This is Arnie Pickholz reporting on the world as it is. I'm standing in front of a wall mural in San Francisco called "The Gift You Take is Equal to the Gift You Make." Sounds like a version of the Beatles' song. They wrote about the love you take equaling the love you make, but these murals seem to be the beginning of a great collection of citywide street art, sponsored by a group called Presida Eyes Mural Arts, a San Francisco nonprofit. Here's another one called Determination. Presida Eyes was born in 1977 with a vision of enhancing community cultural heritage and arts education. All in all, there are 80 murals in an 8-block walk, and it is fast becoming a must-see for many who visit the area. Not only do they stand on their own, but they integrate into the city's parks and buildings, providing a rich and colorful element that offsets the starkness of objects and bland building elements. These murals drew me back to my college days in New York City and Philadelphia, when I was exposed to the world of graffiti. The craze started with the famous or infamous Kilroy Was Here, which was born during World War II. There was an Australian equivalent in Foo Was Here. Foo was found in the bowels of many submarines during World War II, and he found many a friend in the loneliness and uncertainty of submerged wartime cruises. But graffiti was born, and for many years lived in subway stations and was crude at best. But the artwork remained for months and eventually found a following as well as an aesthetic quality. A typical graffiti artist was in his teens in the early golden age of graffiti, and the number of artists who created the murals numbered in the tens of thousands. In 1974, the New York City world of graffiti was mortally wounded when the New York City Transit Authority cracked down and wiped out most of the remnants of New York's graffiti world. Here are some examples, and no wonder it all had to end. In the 80s, graffiti drifted to the West Coast. At this point, the art form took 4 styles: tags, throw-ups, pieces, and productions. Tags reflect one's name in some sort of calligraphy. Throw-ups are quickly drawn work, simple letter outlines filled with a single color. Pieces are short for masterpieces, more elaborate efforts, mostly wild letter forms. And finally, a group effort is called a production or production work. Taggers and bombers throw it all together, and it sounds like a lot of fun if it weren't illegal in many communities. I'm standing in front of one of my favorite murals in Balmy Alley in San Francisco's Mission District. A lovely local stopped and explained the history and significance of the piece. It's called New Dawn. She was exuberant and optimistic about a life filled with struggle and empowerment. These images have become a part of the fabric of this community, a source of pride and uniqueness in a very unique city. This is Arnie Pickholz on the streets of San Francisco.